Hey, what's going on there, guys and gals? Welcome back. I'm out riding on my wife's Kawasaki Ninja 125, a fantastic little bike. And in today's video, we're going to try teaching you the quickest and easiest way to learn clutch control. Let's get right into it. Tell you what, everyone and their nan has got their Jixers, their R1s, their Fireblades out today, and I'm out riding on the little Ninja 125. Oh, I really wanted to get my ZH2 out today, but this is the video that I had planned to do, and it makes sense to do it on a little learner bike like this one, as it's probably a motorcycle that you guys will be learning on as well. So, when you first started riding, what was the most intimidating part of learning? Was it the weight? Was it the balance? Was it the slowing down, the stopping? No, more than likely it was probably the clutch control and learning how to use the clutch. At least that was the case for me, and it's been the case for my wife as well. But in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to quickly learn how to use the clutch, and it'll be one of those things that once you learn it, you will never forget it, and then you can start worrying about more important things like slowing yourself down, making quick turns and evasions and things like that, emergency braking. Those are by far more important things than worrying about not stalling, you know. But yeah, let's get on the little Ninja 125 and let's just ride around this little secluded area here, and yeah, let's see if I can teach you guys how to quickly learn clutch control. Alright, so I'm just going to sit on her. So for those of you who don't know, this is the clutch lever right here on the left. All modern motorcycles have the clutch lever on the left. I think there might be a few where the clutch lever is on the right, or the clutch lever is on one of your feet, but no, for the most part the clutch lever is on your left hand there. Alrighty. So if you are learning how to ride a motorcycle, or you're thinking about learning to ride a motorcycle and you want to get into it, I heavily recommend our How to Ride Motorcycles Basics video. I'll leave it linked up in the top corner for you. We do go through clutch control and things like that in that video, but in today's video we're just going to go over clutch control specifically, as yeah, it's probably going to be one of those things that a lot of you are going to be worrying about the most. Alright, let's start the bike up. So of course, when you turn on a motorcycle, you want to pull in that clutch before you actually turn it on. Even if the bike is in neutral, it's always better just to take pressure off the clutch pack when you start the bike up and the starter motor. Alrighty, so you put in the clutch, and then to engage first gear you push down on this lever. Yeah, that is then first gear. Yeah, that is first gear, and look, I can't push it down any more than that. Okay, so that's how you know you're in first gear, when you can't push it down any further. Right, so you got the first bit right. Now, the one thing I want you to not worry about is this. This is the accelerator. I do not want you guys to worry about this. When you're learning clutch control, you do not need the accelerator. So all I'm going to do is slowly release the clutch. And look, I got to that point there and the bike started moving forward. I just move myself back a little bit. So I just slowly open the clutch. Again, no gas. And the bike is moving forward. And this is the trick. Once you've got to that point, you can just pull the clutch back in, and you can use your foot to slow yourself down. You're not going that fast. Usually what you can do is you can get the bike moving on its own steam. You don't need to use the accelerator to get the bike moving forward. So that's all that I want you guys to learn, is that. Yeah, it's getting to the point where the bike moves forward, but you're not stalling it. Yeah, this is what a stall looks like. Okay, that's a stall right there. Most of the time, to get out of a stall, you can just pull the clutch back in and turn the bike on straight away. Alright, so that's all that you're trying to do to begin with, is opening that clutch up to here, and then letting the bike move forward on its own steam. Then after that, of course, when you want to go a bit faster, you let the clutch out all the way. But that is how you learn. Watch. So I'm going to get the bike moving forward on its own steam. Look, I've picked my right foot up off the floor now. Yeah, so I'm actually riding the motorcycle on its own. And look, I've let the clutch out fully. Again, I'm just riding with one hand. Because a lot of the time, an instructor, a driving instructor, the way how they teach you to use the clutch is with a little bit of acceleration, with a little bit of gas. But honestly, you don't need to worry about that. When you actually get comfortable with how the clutch works and you get comfortable with using the clutch without the gas, it becomes a really straightforward process, applying a little bit of revs so when you pull off. And no, that's it. That's all you need to do right there to learn how to use the clutch, right? And even then, if I want to upshift, I can pull in the clutch, I can lift my left foot up on the lever, and then that goes up into second gear, and I'm not going to use the gas. Okay, watch. Kicked it up into second. Again, let the bike slowly pick up steam on its own. Easy on the clutch. There we go. It's fully engaged, and the bike is still riding itself now in second gear. But again, you don't have to worry about second gear when you're just learning, okay? But that's just an example. So I've put the bike down in first gear again. Tell you what, let's stop and let's do it again, because it's one of those things as well that you can practice on a hill. Yeah, but on a hill you will probably need to give it a little bit of gas just to help the bike along. So the bike is moving on its own. I've got both feet up, and I'm going to let the clutch out fully. There we go. Now, by the way, I wouldn't do this with one hand either, okay? If you're learning how to ride a bike, put your hand on the accelerator handle as well, okay? Just so it's a little bit easier for you to control the bike. I'm only doing this just for demonstration purposes, so you can know that I'm not using any acceleration whatsoever. This is the bike doing it all on its own. Once you have the bike engaged, then it's a simple case of pulling the throttle back and the bike moves forward. No clutch involved whatsoever. Once you've learned this, once you've learned that all you need to do is open the clutch to here for the bike to start moving forward, just keep letting it go ever so slowly, and then you can let the clutch out fully. Once you've learned that, it becomes so easy, because all you need to do is that and then pull on the gas to start moving yourself forward. Yeah, it's really easy. Now this is obviously this is not the kind of move off that you want, because you don't want to move off slowly at a red light. You do want to move off quickly. But once you've got this, then you can start learning how to apply a little bit of acceleration to the clutch control. So I'll demonstrate that now. So at the moment the bike is at nearly 2000 RPM there. That's at idle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the bike to the point where it starts moving forward. Then when I do that, I'm going to give it gas. Then I'm going to continue letting the clutch out ever so slowly, and there you go. Now I'm off quickly. And then, yeah, if you can just find a little secluded area like this, or a quiet road that you can practice this, they'll do the exact same thing. Get it to the point where you can feel the bike moving forward. That's called bite point. Once you get it to here, gas, let it out a little bit more, keep going, and the bike is moving forward. But that is how you get off to a quick start, guys. Yeah, if you're at a red light, or you've just filtered and you want to get past the traffic quickly, that is how you do it. But yeah, the very first thing you need to learn is just this: how to get the bike moving forward on its own steam. Now you can hear that the bike is almost dying, so what I'm doing is that I'm pulling the clutch in again ever so slightly, and then I'm letting it back out again, and there you go. Yeah, it's a balancing act. But most bikes at idle can move themselves forward off their own steam. Little bikes, big bikes alike, in first gear, most of them you don't need any acceleration whatsoever, just learning how to engage the clutch. Because that's what you don't want. You don't want to be at a red light and then you give it too much throttle, too much clutch and not enough throttle, and it just dies on you. Yeah, and you stall. That's really embarrassing. You don't want that to happen. Yeah, but honestly, if you get it to here, gas, and then let the clutch out fully, you're off and away. Honestly, once you have learnt that, it's really, really straightforward. And the one thing that you need to remember is as long as the clutch is out, the gear is engaged. So when you're using the brakes to slow yourself down, you have to pull in the clutch, otherwise the bike is going to stall again. Yeah, I'll demonstrate. So I'll move the bike forward. Let's get it around this corner. So I'm going to leave the clutch out. That is what happens when you leave the clutch out and the gear is still engaged. So I'm going to pull the clutch back in. Press the starter to get it going again. Alright, you can put it in neutral as well. So neutral, if you didn't know, is in between first and second gear. Only first and second gear. And then, yeah, you're good to go again. But you have to remember to pull in the clutch whenever you're coming to a stop. Otherwise, the bike is going to stall. But that is as easy as it is, guys. Honestly, once you've learned this, learning just how to let the bike move forward on its own steam is really, really easy. And even on hill starts and things, most of the work is being done by the bike's idle revs. Yeah, all you need to do is give it a little bit extra, and you can pull off on hill starts pretty easily as well, guys. I actually have a video around hill starts and how you can practice hill starts without a hill. Again, I'll leave that in the top corner for you to watch afterwards as well, if you are struggling with hill starts. But honestly, once you've got this, it's really easy learning how to apply the accelerator or the throttle to accelerate the bike forward once the gear is engaged. But yeah, honestly, that's all you need to learn, guys. It's just this. Let the bike move forward, and then the clutch is out fully. This is all the bike. The bike is doing this all on its own. And that is how you learn. As easy as that. And then eventually what will happen is you will get confident enough to have your revs sky high, because on a little bike like this, to get any power out of it, you do want to try and keep it in that power band, which on this motorcycle is between 7, 8, 9,000 RPM. And then once you get the bike up to those revs and you let the clutch out quickly, the bike will rocket itself forward. So I'll just demonstrate that here. So revs high, clutch out. Boom. Just like that. And even on a little 125 like this one, accelerating away like that is all you need to navigate city traffic for filtering and what have you. It's, yeah, really as straightforward as that, guys. But that will do for today's video, guys and gals. Any of you seasoned riders out there, let us know in the comments how you learnt clutch control when you first started riding. And again, if you guys have got any other tips and tricks for beginner riders on how to quickly master these basic the basic aspects of riding a motorcycle, then yeah, it just gets them out on the road quicker. And that's what we want, guys. We want you to be out enjoying your ride as quickly as possible. And instead of worrying about the clutch, like I said earlier, it gives you more room in your brain to actually think about the things that are more important. But yeah, guys and gals, if this has helped you out, let me know. And yeah, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. We're slowly getting there, but we're not getting there quickly enough. So make sure to smash that subscribe button if you are a regular viewer and you enjoy our content. And yeah, let us know your thoughts, guys and gals. Let us know what you're up to. If you're thinking about getting into motorcycles, if you've got a motorcycle that you're planning to buy, let us know what that is. I really love to know what you're all up to. But yeah, that will do for today's educational video, guys and gals. Again, I hope it's been helpful to you. And yeah, we will catch you all in the next video. Have a good one.